Freaks, it's Monday, February 23rd, 2026. Coming up on the program today, watch as a sexy snake makes a cam whore pancakes. Plus, rocking an entire bouquet of penises, preaching the gospel of biblically endorsed rape, and getting bear maced at the Waffle House. All this plus your voicemails today.
This is a song about corn nuts, an intensely crunchy snack. It's not about anything else.
When you're all alone and there's no one home and you've got nothing to do, don't despair, just pull up a chair and here is what you do. Bust a nut, grab a bag of corn nuts and bust a nut. They're lightly toasted and hard as hell. Enjoy yourself, we won't tell. Keep it in your drawers till you're ready for more, or leave it on your shelf. Girls and boys, go on and make some noise while you entertain yourselves. Bust a nut, grab a bag of corn nuts and bust a nut. They're lightly toasted and hard as hell. Enjoy yourself, we won't tell.
Corn nuts, an intensely crunchy corn snack, comes in 7 nut-busting flavors.
It's Distorted View Daily with Tim Henson.
And I love the aftertaste of semen in my mouth.
Christian now fears his flatulence.
A lot of hot liquid poo just went out all at once.
Try new peanut butter eggs. I'm retarded.
Yes! Tim Henson back here with you to start a new week of programs. Got a great one for you. At the top of the show, you heard that corn nuts advertisement, which many people don't know. That's not a parody of a corn nuts commercial. That really aired on radio stations, mostly on the West Coast. I think during more racy radio programs like Loveline. Remember that 90s radio show where people would call in asking for sex advice? There were several variations of the corn nuts bust a nut campaign. The one that we normally play at the top of the show occasionally when we're doing these intros is this one.
Everybody does it, they like it a lot. You can do it in school, just don't get caught. It takes a few minutes if you don't delay. Take your time, it could last all day. Bust a nut, grab a bag of corn nuts and bust a nut.
This is such a great commercial because I had seen corn nuts before, right? Like in gas station convenience stores and stuff. Never had any interest in trying the product. By the time I heard this commercial, it was on the internet, right? It wasn't even airing on radio stations. The campaign was long over by this point. Doesn't matter. I heard it and then I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should try corn nuts. And I did. And they're not bad. So the corn nut people got some money out of me. Years and years and years after, this radio ad stopped airing, still paying off in dividends for them, I recently found a version of the corn nuts commercial that I don't think we've ever played on the show.
This is a song about corn nuts, an intensely crunchy snack. It's not about anything else.
Get your package out and try to stay calm. Use a few fingers, put it in your palm. Yes, it's gonna be so great when you finally masticate. Bust a nut, grab a bag of corn nuts and bust a nut.
Now, they called this the banned version, although I've seen every single version of this commercial campaign referred to as banned, when in reality they aired, but it was just, a very specific type of radio show they would play this commercial, late at night. I could see this one being banned, though, because, a lot of dumb Americans don't know what masticate means. It sounds so close to masturbate.
Finally masticate.
Which is obviously what they're going for.
Bust a nut, grab a bag of corn nuts and bust a nut. They're lightly toasted and hard as hell. Enjoy yourself, we won't tell. Masticate is what you have to do.
They're just doubling down on masticate. How many times can they say it?
Masticate is just a fancy word for chew. Bust a nut,
Oh, they even had to explain it, right? So maybe it won't be banned if we explicitly say what masticate really means. Oh, this is so brilliant. I love it.
Grab a bag of corn nuts and bust a nut. They're lightly toasted and hard as hell.
If this commercial ends with a final masticate at the end, I'll lose my mind. It'll be perfect.
Enjoy yourself, we won't tell.
Corn Nuts, an intensely crunchy corn snack, comes in 7 nut-busting flavors.
Masticate. Right? No, they didn't say it. I'm always curious, like, how these radio ads came to be and who, the Corn Nuts people didn't come up with this themselves, right? There's an advertising firm that pitched this. That's the real reason why I'm bringing this up today, because the same people that brought us Bust-A-Nut, well, they gave us some other very memorable commercials. Especially if you were alive and cognizant in the early 2000s. Do you guys remember a series of commercials for Slim Jims featuring a man as a Slim Jim? He had Slim Jim for hair, and at the end of the commercial, he would scream, "Eat me!" Yep, that's by our Corn Nut Bust-A-Nut fellows. I love advertising that almost seems a little counterintuitive, right? They're almost talking bad or featuring aspects of the product that aren't appealing. For instance, in this Slim Jim ad, we've got a guy at a grocery store purchasing a bunch of Slim Jims.
That's your 7 Slim Jim.
And then you see inside of his body all of the Slim Jim men fighting.
Get your beefy, spicy breath out of my way!
They have some sort of like pseudo kung fu fight going on. And then you hear and see the man at the grocery store, again, talking to the checkout clerk, burping.
Antacid, aisle 2.
Think about it. This Slim Jim ad says you're going to have beefy, spicy, nasty breath. Our product will also give you indigestion and heartburn. I don't think brands would be that, I don't want to say careless, but nonchalant, I guess, about saying anything quasi-negative about their product. You know what? Let's not focus on the fucking craters our product is going to give you in your esophagus and stomach every time you, quote-unquote, snap into a Slim Jim. So then, in the commercial, an antacid tab drops down into his stomach along with the 7 other Slim Jim men, and then I believe they continue fighting. Now they're all fighting the antacid.
Hey, settle down.
Yeah, that's the antacid saying, "Hey boys, come on. Enough is enough. Settle down.
Settle down.
Step into a Slim Jim!
Eat me." That was the antacid screaming. So, I mean, just insane commercials, right? The early 2000s were a time to be alive, and it's all thanks to people like the advertising firm who created Bust-A-Nut and the Slim Jim Man. That same advertising firm came up with a commercial for pemmican beef jerky, and it features a man sitting on his couch with his dog, and there's like this, typical, stereotypical country song playing, and it's acted out as the song is being played, and it's, your standard, "My wife left me," and then you see a woman hooking up with another guy, leaving,
I spilt my beer, my gal, my dear.
He spills his beer when that happens.
My gal, my dear, she left and ran away. I need some help to get me through my day.
The reason why this is a banned version of the commercial becomes clear towards the end.
But I got my dog, we'll have our fun. We don't need love from anyone.
What you hear is the dog jumping up from the couch, walking behind the couch, and then a gun on the wall falls and shoots the dog dead.
Anyone, I need some help to get me through.
What does this have to do with beef jerky? Not a whole hell of a lot, but, eating beef jerky will make your day a little bit better. And the non-banned version, instead of the guns up on the wall, there's just like a moose head, and that falls on the dog. So I'll provide a link on the show notes today to all of these commercials. I love that it all makes sense, right? Like, oh, of course, the same company that came up with the Corn Nuts Bust-A-Nut ad came up with the crazy Slim Jim thing, or featured an advertisement with a dog being shot selling beef jerky. I believe the name of the ad firm is Good Steve, or Good and Bad Steve, something like that. Again, I'll provide a link on the show notes today. Switching gears to my own brand. Someone recently messaged into the For Harry Cunt line, Diane, your local lifetime lady freak. Oh, yeah. Diane lives here in Cincinnati. We should go out to lunch. Dish. She writes, I think Tainted Broth should cover Tim Henson's tranny adventure. And also that birthday song Tonetta did for you. Oh, yeah. Not a bad idea. I have thought, oh, yeah, Tainted Broth should just cover every single song we've ever done here on the show. But then I can never remember all the songs we've done. Tim Henson's Tranny Adventure was not sung by me. A longtime listener by the name of Ty recorded that song early on in DV's run. I would say like 2006 or 2007, maybe. So yeah, I think we could give Tim Henson's Tranny Adventure the Tainted Broth treatment. Now, I know some trans people, 99%, don't like the term tranny. I have been called out because I am apparently very insensitive when it comes to that. But I'm sorry. You know, there are some words that I just refuse to stop using. I feel like as a member of the Ligbits community, I've got a little bit of cover, right? If it is super, super offensive, so what? I'm basically a member. Look, if you guys demand to have that fucking T stuck at the end of the LGB, that means we're all one community, and I'm allowed to do whatever I want. Furthermore, like some trans people are totally okay with using the term tranny. As a matter of fact,
that really gave me tranny baby fever.
That is a trans person saying it. That trans person is saying she has tranny baby fever. She wants a baby. Somehow she wants to create life. Good luck with that. Honestly, I'm all about equality. And if you think about it, right, aside from the negative connotation, right, the word tranny brings, as a slur. What is it really? It's just shortening the word transgender or transsexual or whatever. I don't know exactly how tranny came, but it's shortened from trans something. In the same way as homo is just shortened from homosexual. Is it a slur? Okay, maybe. Some people think so. Again, 99% of people think so. Especially, it's like the way you say it, I think, what makes it bad. You a homo? Fucking homo, right? That sounds bad. Guy's a homo over there. He looks like a homo. Saying it like that does not sound like an LGBTQ ally. But, hey, he's a homo. Gays say it all the time. Do you see those two homos over there? Those guys are definitely homos. At least that's how Lord Douche and I talk. We were just at a store today and he was like, oh, I spotted the homos. I'm like, you do realize we're in the candle aisle smelling all of the juniper breeze and sandalwood candles. Like, straight guys don't spend a lot of time smelling. I think I spend more time smelling candles in a store than anything else. Somehow we always find ourselves in the candle aisle. It's like a homo tractor beam. See? Homo. And we always end up buying scented candles. And every single time we're not, this is probably our gayest trait. We buy scented candles and we have too many. We've got cabinets full of candles and we never light the fucking things. And we have the audacity to be like, oh, check out those homos over there in the lawn care aisle, swishing about, gawking at the pruners. And what's insane is, like, Lord Douche hates to light candles. He's always getting migraines and stuff, and different smells bother him. It's one of the reasons why we can't cook in the house. And so he'll be like, I don't even light the candles. I just open the jar of the candle, smell it for a second, and then close it again. That's how he enjoys the candle. You'd think we'd have the most pleasant smelling house in the United States of America, but it's really not. There's no good smells in this house. Honestly, not to, dump on Lord Douche here, but I do have a few candles in my room. I can't even light them because I can never find the lighter because Lord Douche hides it from me. He's convinced I'm going to burn down the house. He really does treat me like a 4-year-old. He's like, no. You don't need access to fire. You want something lit, I will light it for you. He's like my mom. Like I told you, when I was younger, I wasn't even allowed to open the refrigerator. I'd have to tell my mom, can you open the fridge for me? And she let me look inside for 10 seconds and pick something out. Not much has changed. Anyway, what does that have to do with tranny? Once again, I get off topic here. Oh, yeah, I don't think tranny is necessarily a slur, just like I don't think homo is a slur. That's why I'm totally okay with you guys calling into the voicemail line saying, hey, homo. It's not fair for me to get all butthurt when someone calls me a homo if I say it's okay to say tranny. Tit for tat. All's fair in homo and tranny. All right. So, yes, I've got Tainted Broth here doing a cover of Tim Henson's Tranny Adventure. I'll play a little bit of this for you now. I'll play the whole version, of course, at the end of the show. But first, let me just remind you of what the original Tim Henson's Tranny Adventure sounds like.
Little Timmy Henson's got a problem. Maybe the listeners can help him. Send money, send porn, send anything you want. But little Timmy's gonna need a little something more. Tim Henson's Tranny Adventure. You can buy the movie, it'll give you pleasure. Got tits, rock on, God has, bring it home. Timmy needs a Johnson for Tim Henson's Tranny Adventure.
And now for a little bit of Tainted Broth's Tranny Adventure.
Tim Henson's Tranny Adventure. You can buy a movie, it'll give you pleasure. Got tits, rock on, God has, bring it home. But Timmy needs a Johnson for Tim Henson's Tranny Adventure. Well, Timmy's nailed more girls than Wilt Chamberlain. Gotten hit more times than the ex-president. I don't think Timmy needs trannies because he's gay. I think Timmy ran out of hard ass to be. Yo! Tim Henson's Tranny Adventure. Don't even bother taking out your dentures. D-cups, that's great. Got a twat masturbate. Cause Timmy don't need the coochie for Tim Henson's Tranny Adventure.
There is not a single song I have thrown Tainted Broth's way that has resulted in a version that has been less than stellar. These boys can do no wrong. You can hear the whole song at the end of the program today. Just an awesome suggestion by Diane. Thanks for checking in on the For Harry Cunt line. Another one of my brilliant ideas that is paying off in spades. Love that text line. Listen, I have a couple additional audio clips I want to share with you before we get into the news today. Last week was pretty Chris Chan heavy. He's been very active, which was great to see. This week, I'm happy to report another Utard has returned. Stephen Dawson, ding dong, baby. In this newest video, he actually gives us a ding-dong. The clip begins with Stephen Dawson on all fours. He's crawling on the floor. He's trying to woo one of his new favorite babe station babes.
Good morning, Lady Rose. Ding-dong, baby. Happy...
Doing a bang-up job seducing her. Hey, Layla Rose. Can I eat your pussy? Ding dong. Like, try a take two on that one.
Happy hump day, my darling. Happy you weren't having a great day. I'm going to do a sexy snake for you. Of me making pancakes.
Okay, so that's why he's on the floor. He's going to do a sexy snake while making pancakes. It seems like two very disparate activities that he's combining into one for an unknown reason. like slithering on the floor like a snake while making pancakes.
Making pancakes.
Okay.
Because I made pancakes yesterday anyway, which is nice, and I've got about 3 left. Anyway, I thought I'd do a sexy snake for you. Go. Lady Rose, it's me, sexy snake. I'm going to make pancakes.
So, Stephen Dawson always does this thing when he's trying to be sexy. He tends to focus on his ass. He must really feel like this is his greatest, excuse the pun, asset. He'll either slap his ass, he'll turn around, touch his ass, rub his ass. In this case, even though he's a snake and should be slithering on the floor completely, he is ass up towards the camera. Oh, I see why he did that. He lifted his leg to fart. I don't think this is appealing to Layla Rose. This doesn't really appeal to any female, which kind of explains why Stephen Dawson is alone. Forced to pay to see tits and pussy. Here he goes again, lifting the leg. Yeah. Flatulent snake. I let one slip out. There he is, spanking his ass. Then he, grabs the middle of his ass in between the cheeks and, digs his finger in. Really weird.
I am gonna make. This is the snake. I am Stephen the Snake. I made pancakes yesterday. I love making pancakes.
Are you enjoying this seduction, Layla Rose?
No.
Oh my God, what a fucking vile human being. All that's left is for him to shit himself, and then he will have produced pretty much every bodily function you can while trying to sound sexy for Layla Rose.
Have you liked that video, baby?
Why? Why would you think she would like that?
That video and all that, and hope you have a great day. Mwah, 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 mwah. You ought to send me a video instead.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on that happening, Stephen.
Good.
All right, well, there you go.
Mwah.
Mwah. Kisses to Stephen. Speaking of returning favorites, another Stephen has returned. Pastor Stephen Anderson. Now, you might not remember his name. I'm sure you'll remember his brand of preaching, though. Today, he's got a message he'd like to share to the ladies in his congregation.
You are not allowed to refuse to get physical with your spouse.
You are merely a vessel, a hole to be filled whenever your husband deems it appropriate. So, zip those lips, spread those legs, and be a good little dick trench. The Lord commands it. You know what? Maybe I should become a born-again Christian. I like the way some of these guys think.
You are not allowed to refuse to get physical with your spouse. And look, I do not have to get my wife's permission to get physical with her. When I get next to my wife, I don't have to be, hey, is this okay, honey? Stop me at any time, honey. May I kiss you, honey? When the pastor says you may kiss the bride, that's just for the rest of your life. You don't have to get permission each time.
Does Stephen Anderson actually think this is how relationships work? We're asking, is it okay if I kiss you? No married couple does this. And if you do, I'm sorry, you are a beta man. Most of the time, I think couples are on the same page, or you quickly know if someone's not in the mood. If you kiss someone and they're like, I got a headache, or if you start to fondle them and they pretend to be asleep, there are clues that you should stop what you're doing. It's not so much like asking, can I kiss you? Can I enter you? Can we do butt stuff? It's more like, you get things, you start to get things going. And at some point, maybe your partner is like, not right now. Now, what you do next after that really determines what we're dealing with here. If you stop, if you're like, okay, we'll try again some other time, you're a normal non-sex pest. If you continue to force yourself on that person, well, that's when things get a little more rapey. But Stephen is saying that's okay because a woman is never going to deny you.
And you may do everything else with the bride too for the rest of your life. We have a bunch of weird little feminist preachers out there. Like, oh, it's marital rape, and blah, blah, blah. When I was born in 1981, this did not exist in America and did not exist in Germany.
Germany? Where the hell did that come from? So weird. We didn't even have a word for rape in the 1980s.
The other 200 countries.
You couldn't commit it because it didn't exist.
But the point is,
guys just did what they wanted.
That these pastors that are independent, fundamental, King James Bible believing pastors are preaching something behind their pulpits that even the world didn't even recognize until 25 years ago.
I've noticed that Steven Anderson's sermons tend to be just railing against other preachers. Like, he's the only good one.
And all of a sudden, now we're crazy, we're wild and weird and bizarre.
Maybe criminal.
The woman has not power over her body, but the husband, likewise also the husband, hath not power of his own body.
I think what he's saying here is just like no one is allowed to not have sex. If the husband's horny, the woman has to give it up. The woman's horny, the dude has to give it up. She controls you and you control her.
And then feminists are still whining about it?
Yep.
It's bizarre. It's crazy. It's mad. I'm not crazy, and I'm not going to stop preaching this, and I don't care.
You go, girl. You stick to your guns. The final clip I have for you today is actually a guy that I think might fit in well at this church. Now, to be fair, he has been drinking heavily. He's coming back from a night at the clubs, and unfortunately, he's alone. He was talking up a girl, and things didn't work out, and he's kind of pissed off about that.
I'm just gonna start by saying I'm tired of this fucking sick, ill society we live in. You stupid bitches. Yeah, I'm gonna say bitches. Just a fucking bitch.
Yeah, she made a real mistake not going home with him. You stupid bitches.
Society we live in. You stupid bitches. Yeah, I'm gonna say bitches. Just to fucking piss you all off. Because you're all so stupid.
He would have been a gentle lover, I bet.
You don't deserve respect. You fucked accused rapists that fucking stick their dick in girls without fucking, question. You're all so stupid. You don't deserve respect. Fuck all you.
I can't tell if he's driving home or if he's taking an Uber or what.
A girl was all over me, and all of a sudden she lets go of me when I'm getting into a car. I hope that fucking girl dies.
Well, she probably realized you're blackout drunk, and if she got into a car with you, there's a good chance she'd be wrapped around a fucking tree. Again, I don't know if he's driving or not.
I hope that fucking girl dies. Dumb whore, so I'm posting a fucking female snap, honestly, some great look, beautiful woman scored me in my car. I thought she's coming home with me. But you know what? Women just like to fuck accuse rapists. Just because they're so good looking. They have tattoos. I hope you fucking get your head straight. I hope you get raped. All you bitches love is 6 feet. I'll fucking show you 6 feet. Pa, pa, pa.
All right. He wants her to get raped, and if that doesn't happen, he'll just shoot her. This guy needs his balls drained ASAP. He's so backed up, he's just become a homicidal maniac. Well, there you go. Ladies, the dating scene seems a bit grim. Why don't you call into the voicemail line and tell us some of your dating horror stories? I would love to hear it. All right, and with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist to the fucked up news right up. Seriously, freaks, I need your help. If you enjoy Distorted View Daily, please sign up for the sideshow. Become a true and honorable freak today. Just go to distortedview.com. When you sign up, you gain access to all of the exclusive shows we do. Every week, as a matter of fact, we do exclusive full-length episodes just for sideshow members. So it's a great time to sign up. Why? Because tomorrow's show is going to be sideshow exclusive. Don't miss a thing. Sign up right now. Go to distortedview.com. All major credit cards and PayPal accepted. We've got monthly, quarterly, semi-annual, yearly, and even lifetime memberships. Something that'll fit in with just about every budget. If you happen to use Spotify to listen to DV, instead of signing up on distortedview.com, you'll sign up inside of your Spotify app. That way, all of the exclusive shows will appear alongside the free episodes in your Spotify app. Same deal with Apple Podcast. You can sign up inside of the app, or you can do go through distortedview.com. For more information, of course, check out distortedview.com. Other ways to support the show, we've got a Patreon account, patreon.com/distortedview. You can pledge as little as $1 over there. Every little bit helps. It really does help ensure that we continue. If you pledge $5, you get access to a special voicemail line where I will play your calls first. And if you pledge at the $20 or more level, occasionally I send out DV merchandise to you, and we'll be doing a new Distorted View merchandise drop for higher tier patrons real soon, I believe in March. Now would be a great time to sign up, or if you're already a patron, up your pledge. $20. Do your part. One final way to help support the show, you can actually sponsor an episode of DV. Listener sponsorships are only $25. Very affordable. Just PayPal at least $25 to show@distortedview.com. And also let me know how you want to sponsor the show. If you want me to relay a message, dedicate the show to someone, play an audio clip, talk about something, whatever it is, however you want to sponsor the show, just let me know. Again, PayPal $25 to show@distortedview.com. Okay, 2 very quick stories now. First up, many guys dream of having 2 dicks, right? No, that's not a dream of, that's just me. Actually, I think most guys would just like one larger penis rather than multiple dicks. Still, 2 would be good. It's a conversation piece. 3 is just excessive, though. And actually, there was someone out there in the world with a Triceracocks. Scientists in the United Kingdom have reported what is believed to be only the second documented case of a man born with 3, yes, count them, 3, penises. A rare congenital condition known as triphalia, discovered during the dissection of a body donated to medical research. I mean, what can you do with those extra 2 penises? Aside from strange party tricks you might be able to do with the penises, like, everyone follow me into the bathroom and guess which dick I'm going to piss out of. It's like that, the game with the ball and the cups. You put the ball under one of the cups and then you start sliding the cups around like, where's the ball at? Which cup has the ball? Which dick am I going to pee out of? You don't know. It's a fun gambling game. I don't know what else you'd be able to do with the penis. My question is, did the guy know he had 3 penises? Or is it a case of, like, 2 of them were inside of him? You know how that happens occasionally, where, like, we'll read a news story about a woman with 2 pussies, but one of them is just buried under skin or something. Like, she didn't even know she had the extra pussy. I bet you this guy did know. I mean, he donated his body to science. He knew there was something special going on with him. Yeah, researchers are going to want to see what I was packing. The unusual anatomical variation was identified in 2024 when medical students and researchers examined the body of a 78-year-old man at the University of Birmingham Medical School, according to a case report published in the Journal of Medical Case Reports. Externally, the man's genitalia appeared normal. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I want, a dude with 3 external dicks just sprouting from the pubic puff. Who cares if you've got, extra penises inside of you? You can't monetize that. Like, if you got 3 fucking hogs flopping out of your pants, you could parlay that into a porn career, Even if the penises aren't that large or extraordinary. It's a curiosity. It's just like when John Wayne Bobbitt had his cock sliced off and they were able to, stitch it back on. Boom, next thing you know, he's starring in the porno Frankenpenis. If I found out I had 2 extra penises, but they were inside of me, I'd be doing everything I can to get those things to pop out. Like, is there some sort of surgery we can have to get that exposed? I'd also want to know about the length of the penises inside of me. Like, are they larger than my external dick? Because I'd be totally okay with tucking this one inside and bringing one of the larger ones outside. I just want to know my options there. Externally, the man's genitalia appeared normal, and researchers said he likely lived his entire life without knowing about the condition. That's wild. During the post-mortem examination, scientists discovered 2 additional penile shafts concealed within the scrotal sac. Ooh, I'm liking all of these words. Beneath the primary penis. I like that they're describing his dick like it's the show House Hunters. This man had 3 spacious penises. The primary penis boasted beautiful exterior views, while the 2 interior penises were smaller, but both included ensuites. Each structure contained erectile tissue and a glans, while the primary penis and one of the additional shafts shared a single urethra. The smallest of the 3 lacked a urethra-like channel. Again, if the guy knew about it, I wonder if he would be curious. Could we combine all of this extra dick tissue and shaft and stuff and just really build up one, right? Can we use the parts to craft a really impressive penis? Researchers said the finding represents the first detailed adult anatomical analysis of triphalia. Only one previous case involving an infant reported in 2020 has been documented in medical literature. Polyphalia, the broader category describing more than one penis, is extremely rare, with penile duplication estimated to occur in roughly 1 in 5 to 6 million births. Triphalia, of course, is considered even rarer. The study's author said the discovery highlights the importance of awareness among clinicians and anatomists, particularly when treating unexplained urological issues. I keep peeing inside of myself. Why is that? Like, your first thought is not, oh, well, you've got a penis stuck inside of you. You got an extra one that's urinating. All right. Yes, the study's authors called for clearer classification systems to better describe rare genital development anomalies. So there you go. Second story we have for you. This one comes from Tennessee, where a man has filed a lawsuit against Waffle House. There was an incident. He claimed he was sprayed with a chemical irritant. Yeah, he was pepper sprayed, but with bear mace. Wow. He was then shocked with a stun gun and restrained with plastic zip ties. So kind of like the Waffle House hash browns, he was smothered, covered, and peppered. If only he would have been shot. He could have been capped as well, you know. They're all Waffle House hash brown terminology. Capped is when you get mushrooms with it. Smothered is onions, right? Covered is cheese. Peppered is jalapenos. In case you live in a country or state that does not have a Waffle House. Now, the man was shocked and pepper sprayed and stuff by a security guard during a confrontation at a Nashville area Waffle House. An incident, the man says, began while he was simply trying to order food. Yeah, okay, well, that's how it started. There's a reason why you got pepper sprayed. There has to be more of an explanation than, I was just trying to order. Something else was said or done by you. Gregory Lynn Hall, age 62, alleges in court filings that he suffered injuries requiring hospital treatment after the May 4th, 2024 encounter at a Waffle House location shortly before midnight. The complaint accuses both the restaurant chain and a private security company of negligence, and he seeks at least $300,000 in damages, including compensation for medical costs, pain and suffering, and punitive damages. Yeah. That's all well and good, but what happened really? According to the lawsuit, Hall entered the restaurant to place an order when a dispute broke out between a cook and a server. So far, nothing to do with the customer, whom the cook later identified as his wife. Hall claims he intervened verbally. See, that's where you made the mistake. Never get involved with a Waffle House dispute. You're lucky you got out of there with your life. Waffle House, it's the Wild West, right? Mind your own fucking business. Hall claims he intervened verbally after witnessing what he described as disrespectful language between the employees. See, at that point, he didn't know that it was a husband and wife. That's just how they speak to one another. It's their love language. The complaint says Hall proceeded to the ordering window and placed a request for a hash brown bowl. While waiting, he decided to take a photograph inside the restaurant. Another bad move. No one wants to be photographed in a Waffle House. You're just going to piss people off. That allegedly prompted a uniformed security guard to approach him and instruct him to leave. Hall contends he told the guard he intended to remain until he received his food. The lawsuit alleges the guard then retrieved protective gear from a vehicle, returned with chemical spray, and discharged it directly into Hall's face. As Hall attempted to retreat outside, now you want to leave before you get your food. The guard allegedly followed him and used a stun gun, causing him to collapse before restraining his hands with plastic ties. That does seem a bit excessive. Emergency medical personnel later transported Hall to a local hospital. Hall alleges he experienced ongoing physical and psychological effects. Yes, he has PTSD now. Most people that eat at Waffle House suffer from PTSD at some point. You eat at Waffle House with any regularity, and you're going to see some shit. Waffle House disputes the allegations. In a response filed in court, attorneys for the company said Hall had been rude and abusive towards employees and refused repeated instruction to leave the restaurant, prompting the use of what they described as non-lethal force to remove him from the property. The company also argued that any damages should be reduced if a jury determines Hall contributed to the confrontation. S&S Management Group, the security firm named in the lawsuit, said in its own court filing that the guard's actions fell outside the scope of his employment and violated company policies. Hall's attorney declined to comment further, citing a protective order covering certain details of the case. In Tennessee, justice is not exactly swift. The lawsuit was initially filed in Davidson County Court and later moved to federal court. A trial date has been scheduled for April of 2027. So it's going to be a while before we get any closure on this one, guys. That, my friends, is your distorted news for Monday. Before we get into any voicemails, let's check in with our 4 Hairy Cunt text line.
Pick up the phone and take a pic of your tiny shriveled uncut dick, or spread those pussy lips wide. Share your blown out twat with pride. Text 4 Hairy Cunts. Text 4 Hairy Cunts.
Okay. These jingles are getting a little insane. It just keeps going. Listen, thank you to everyone who continues to text in. Got to give a shout out to area code 501, who is quite the Distorted View historian. This person is, I don't know how they're finding all this stuff. Old web pages, I guess. Information about DB that I've even forgotten. They say the earliest documented news of the weird story ever read on the show. An old lady losing her garden gnome. What? That doesn't even sound that weird of a news story. Someone stole her garden gnome. Actually, they provided a link to, I guess, a screenshot from a website. The February 28th, 1999 show. Tim Henson and Joe Donatone settle into their new home at Real Talk. Holy shit. Is this just the website you found, or did you find the actual audio? Because I would love... This I don't have, these old shows from 99. The boys play Where in the World is President Clinton's Penis? Jesus Christ. Julia Child stops by for a cooking segment. Yeah, I used to do like, oh, this is Julia Child. You know. Joe gets the Murder, She Wrote logo branded on his ass, and they ask the probing question, is cocking the flesh gun a real slang term? That's all that went down on the February 28th, 1999 show. On April 17th, Joe Donatone returns with a hangover. The guys try to call Larry King. Oh, I remember that. We got a hold of Larry King's phone number. You know, that old, he's dead now. He had a show on CNN. We got his wife, I think, on the phone. And again, Julia Child comes back on the show for another extremely vulgar cooking segment. That was, I guess, a recurring bit. I was really impressed with my Julia Child impression. Everyone featured on that show is dead now. Larry King, dead. Julia Child, dead. Well, I'm very impressed that you were able to dig this up, area code 501. I'd be even more impressed if somehow you managed to get a hold of those audio files. Great Big... other people are sending in their Butterbells. Did we read this one? Great Big Pete sent in his baby blue Butterbell. I wish during that whole saga I would have got some sort of like promo code or an affiliate link so I could direct you guys to buy these Butterbells. I had no idea you guys were going to go out and actually purchase these things. Area code 856 says, I was listening to Thursday's show when you played the commercial for the TV and it ends with the song Getting Better. That was a long time. That wasn't Thursday's show. I'm sure it was some Thursday show, but yeah, Philips used to sell televisions, and that song, I have to admit it's getting better, you know, we talked about that. They use that song as a jingle. Area code 856 says it's actually a Beatles song. Yeah, I knew that. I very distinctly remember as a small child, early 2000s, there were a shit ton of commercials that had covers of Beatles songs in them. Yes, I remember Target was an offender of that. Target had a line of commercials that used that Beatles song. I don't know if it was one of their popular ones or not, but the song, you say hello and I say goodbye. No, you say goodbye and I say hello, hello, hello. And Target had, and they would get these different bands, all not very well-known bands, to do covers. And that's what they would feature. It was a whole advertising campaign. But yeah, you're right. It was early 2000s. All right, area code 920 actually texted over a video of themselves taking a shit. This is new. I mean, up until recently, we'd get voicemails in of people taking a shit. Not too often do I receive video. Although Roy Killer Ward did send me a video of himself pooping. So this person is using a squatty potty. That's all we really see. Their feet. We certainly hear more than that, though.
Oh my God!
And that's their, I guess, girlfriend or wife.
Oh my God!
She witnessed the whole thing. Area code 920 says, she's always interrupting my fun things. Yeah, she sounds very judgmental. It's not cool. You know, you had to do your business. Well, thank you for all of the texts. Keep them coming. In case you forgot the phone number, just to remind you.
Text for Harry Cunt.
Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. Love to hear from you freaks. Many ways to contact the show. Show at distortedview.com. I'm all over social media at distortedview on Twitter and Instagram. Facebook.com/distortedview show. Yada, yada, yada. All right, let's do some patron calls because I got a bunch of them here.
Hey, Timmy Boo. I think he's a Stasian calling in. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that one wrong.
Nice.
Anyway, I know that not many people know shit about choir terminology or songs in general, bass, tenor, and all that crap. But it takes a real fucking moron to think somehow that's tied to whether or not you're a male or a female singer.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about that. I guess it was a trans person upset with some of the terminology used, like alto and tenor.
And in every fucking other choir in the world, beyond that idiot trans person, anybody can sing bass, anybody can sing tenor.
Right.
I mean, somebody who is primarily bass can train themselves to sing at a lower point
it's like
or
they're
a higher point if they want.
Looking for reasons to be outraged or feel like they're being attacked.
There's nothing to do.
And obviously this isn't every trans person, just this person in general. This person I'm specifically talking about.
God, fucking morons. There's no...
And I know it's just this person because I've never heard this argument before by anyone. This is the first time someone has been offended because they were called a tenor or alto or whatever. Bass.
Idiot. And like...
They're called bass.
Sorry, the voice more...
I'm as big of an idiot as anyone else, but I get your point.
Hi, Tim. This is
Hello.
Wife from Austin. And I took your advice, and I checked Greg's phone.
Oh, yeah. What did I say was you were going to find? Some gay shit?
And half the dick pics were from you.
Oh, he didn't delete them?
I deleted them. All of them.
Thank you.
And the phone became physically lighter. Wait, toilet, I'm also onto you, motherfucker.
I forgot Greg and I were swapping dick pics.
Hi, Tim.
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. What the hell is this?
Hi, Tim. This is Dad.
Hi, Tim. Oh, hi, Tim. It's Chaz, the tandem stacker up here in Ottawa.
Don't ever do that again.
Oh, hey, Tim. It's Great Big Pete, and we're all here hanging out in the nation's capital.
You guys taking group trips now?
It's freaky and gay karaoke.
It was super freaky.
Wish you were here. Wish you were here.
You know what? I'm kind of glad I'm not.
Oh, Canada.
My ears could take that.
home and native land.
All right. They all seem very drunk. Very nice.
Tim. It's Bigfoot is my daddy. Listening to the episode of the really terrible 90s porn acting.
Oh, yeah, the stick pussy.
I can't get over the stick pussy.
I know. Love it.
Oh, that shit's so funny.
I need to make some stick pussy merchandise.
I'm getting another phone call.
Oh, well, you take that, and, I'll stay on hold.
Hey, Timmy Boo, Jeff in New Hampshire. Quick question for you.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a quick statement, I should say. I just listening to an episode from July of this past year about, there's a section on redneck vampires that this woman called.
Oh, yeah. I do remember that.
She was related to the guys from Twilight and all that shit.
Yeah.
But
fucking insane person.
whenever I was listening to that, as I was pulling in to drop off a Facebook Marketplace exchange with some guy, he was buying a bunch of old nails from me. And when I asked him what he wanted to do with them, he said...
Oh, you should never ask. Just be happy they're buying them from you.
He was building, I'm not shitting you, vampire hunting kits.
Cool.
I don't know. It was just too weird how that went together so easily. So just wanted to make sure you knew about that.
My question is, like, how did you respond to that? Like, oh, that's nice.
Just wanted to make sure you knew about that. Your show and my life are interacting.
Yeah, they're intertwining. All right, we're going to end it right there. Guys, thank you so much for all the voicemails. Keep them coming. That's all the time we have on this edition of the show. I want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-660. God, it's an God.
I hope you fucking get your head straight. I hope you get raped.
Spread the distortion, STD. Tell all your friends about the program. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating, a thumbs up, or like wherever you can rate and review these podcasts. As promised, we've got Tainted Broth's version of Tim Henson's Tranny Adventure. Take a listen to this. Tomorrow's episode is going to be Sideshow exclusive. Make sure you sign up over there at distortedview.com. Otherwise, I'll see you back on Wednesday. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody.
Little Timmy Henson's got a problem. Maybe the listeners can help him. Send money, send porn, send anything you want. But little Timmy's gonna need a little something more. Tim Henson's Tranny Adventure. You can buy a movie, it'll give you pleasure. I got tits rock on, God ass, bring it home. But Timmy needs a Johnson for Tim Henson's Tranny Adventure. Well, Timmy's nailed more girls than Wilt Chamberlain. Gotten hit more times than the ex-president. I don't think Timmy needs trannies because he's gay. I think Timmy ran out of hard ass to be. Yow! Tim Henson's Tranny Adventure. Don't even bother taking out your dentures. D-cups, that's great. Got a twat masturbate. Cause Timmy don't need the coochie for Tim Henson's Tranny Adventure. Now I know that there's some nervous beavers thinking they won't get to see Timmy's wiener. I don't know if he's coming back. Once he feels his balls smacking another ball sack for Tim Henson's Tranny Adventure. Twice the jizz, twice the attention. If you don't have an Adam's apple, get the fuck out of town. Cause this is Tim Henson's Tranny Adventure. Tranny Adventure.
This has been another excellent podcast from the Scribe Media Group. Learn more at scribe.net.